Something is a little bit different on me. Well, of course my earring is missing, but I don't remember since when I got a smartwatch right here. Or those little earbuds which I have here. Yeah, I don't know what to say, except that it is time for a brand new unboxing and a little tech review. And just before I kick off with the video, thank you Didrik for being my executive producer, and if you, my dear viewer, would like to become one of my executive producers too, check out the first link in the description down below. It will lead you to my Patreon page. Quick background information, I got those devices for free. They're not sponsored by anyone out there, so instead of watching this review for the sake of doing like tech specs, which is like extremely advanced, go to a different channel. If you expect a review here which is like extremely professional with all the gear and all that stuff, do not watch this video, go to a different channel. If you want to see it from a more layman's perspective and whether those devices are worth it from a regular consumer, stay here. I'm going to show you a little bit around how those devices work like. But before I do that, let's kick it off with the unboxing. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 and the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro are the latest wearables from the South Korean tech giant. They got launched at the 26th of August together with the new foldable smartphones Galaxy Z Flip 4 and Z Fold 4. The Buds 2 Pro come in an almost cube-shaped box in black, which has the wording engraved along the sides. The bottom of the packaging claims that they have ultimate hi-fi sound, active noise cancelling, comfortable fit, and 5 to 18 hours of playtime. As usual with Samsung products, the tape is very sticky and not easy to open up. Of course I tried by pulling it off with my nails, but then I gave it up and went for scissors instead. A knife or cutter would have been more useful for that, but I didn't have it around me, so forgive me for that. When opening the box, there is another small box falling out of the lid, which features a few things such as the warranty cards in various European languages and the quick start guide. The case with the buds is in the middle of the box, partially wrapped in paper. Many people out there would call the color of the buds black, but Samsung decided to call the color graphite. The case feels premium to the touch and it feels like it uses soft plastic. When opening the case, the prominent wording "Sound by AKG" can't be ignored, and at the same time the little LED is illuminating in green. Other than that, the box features also a cable with both ends being USB-C and replacement silicone inserts for the buds in case you got smaller or bigger ear openings. The buds themselves don't seem to be bulky or oddly shaped. Instead, they look as if they fit snugly into the ear. But we'll be testing them a little bit later in the video. The Watch 5 comes in a long rectangular shaped box, which is flat too. Comparing both boxes, I have a subjective feeling that the Watch 5 box feels cheaper, despite both of them using the same material. Maybe it is due to the white color, I'm not sure. The wording on the rear claims that it has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and GPS. Just like the buds, the color of the watch is graphite. And again, the sticky tape makes it hard to open the box, so forgive me for that again. Inside the box there is another small box in full length above the actual product, which contains multiple different things. For once, there is the quick start guide and the warranty cards in multiple European languages. And for a second, there is not a charging cable, but a wireless charging pad for the watch with an USB-C end. The watch comes with the wristband already attached in the box, so there is no need to do this little flimsy process of putting the wristband on the watch on. The silicone wristband feels on the first touch pleasant and doesn't feel cheap. For the watch itself it can be said the same, although I'd prefer if it had some protective bezel and less glossy surfaces around it. The wristband is M/L sized and has a width of 20mm, while the watch has a diameter of 44mm. There is also a smaller one available with a diameter being 40mm. Now that both devices got unboxed, let's put them next to each other with my phone joining the gang too. For your information, I have a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 with a dark blue silicone case with an orange strap on the back. While the watch is starting up, let's have a look at the fit on my wrist. My wrists and hands are generally small and my biggest fear was that the watch would be too heavy and too big, but after trying it on, I actually think it's just the right size. Yes, I have to use the last available hole, but it just fits right without being too tight or too loose. In order to use the watch, you need to have the Galaxy Wear app on your phone if it isn't pre-installed like on almost every Samsung phone out there. You can also download it on the App Store for Apple devices too. As usual, when setting up a device, you have to sell your soul first for accepting terms and conditions you never read, because without accepting them, you can't use the devices anyway. There are also a few apps which can be installed on the watch too, but apart from Spotify, I didn't see any app which is useful for me, so I skipped that part. The watch alerted me that it is ready for a tour, so by tapping on start, it shows me a few of the basic commands with the screen like swiping in different directions, navigating the digital bezel, and also the functions with the buttons on the right hand side of the watch. On the lefternmost page of the bezel, it shows you the notifications. Going to the right, you will get to see the various different functions like activity meter, workouts, body composition, sleep, weather, appointments, blood pressure, ECG, pulse, and stress level. Now it's time for the buds to get connected. Just like the watch, you connect them also with the Galaxy Wear app by adding a new device. The most anticipated feature of that device is perhaps the active noise cancelling feature, together with the environment noise feature. Other than that, there is the conversation mode and the 360-degree audio feature too, which round up the already complete package of the Buds 2 Pro. I have to admit that compared to my current Xiaomi wireless earbuds, the noise cancelling is a lot better. You literally have most of the noises filtered and it feels like a proper silence. So, how do the buds feel when I insert them into my ears? Well, as they look like some kind of oddly shaped dots, I have a feeling that they are made for fitting snugly into the ears. It is a bit confusing how to put them in, but for that there is an instruction on the app which shows you how to insert them into your ears. So, do I recommend buying those devices for you? It depends on your personal budget. If you're looking for something what is like the best quality out there what you can get, then of course with the noise cancelling Galaxy Buds 2 Pro you'll be very well settled. They're really nice and I think the design and the fit in the ear is absolutely great, and I love the noise cancelling and all the other options, especially the neck option, which is reminding you to stretch your neck, is absolutely great. Whereas for the smartwatch, I think for the price what you pay, it is also really good. I think the only thing what is missing here is of course the bezel, which was available on the Watch 4 Classic. But other than that, like with the functions compared to the Galaxy Watch S3, which I used to have, it is a huge upgrade. But if you're having a Galaxy Watch 4 or 4 Classic or even a 3, do not upgrade. I don't think that it is worth it. Just keep the devices as long as you can. And I think in terms of battery duration, 2.5 days, it's completely fine. Like, I mean, I'm not using it with 4G or anything like that. It's pretty good. Whereas for the earbuds, it's kind of a mixed bag. I think that the regular Buds 2 would be perfectly fine, but if you really want the best or nothing, those ones are worth their money too. Although, if you were about to ask me if I would like to buy them myself with my own money, I think I wouldn't. Personally, I'm not much of a fan of smartwatches myself, because I think for what I use them, it is pretty limited. And with the earbuds, I got some cheap ones from Xiaomi, which I'm having like for already 2 years, and I'm pretty happy with them. Just that the noise cancelling with them is not by far not as good as with those, and also with the USB-C cable I have with them is only applicable to them for some reason. Like, I cannot use any different USB-C cable to charge the earbuds from Xiaomi. So I think for what I use my earbuds and the way how my daily life is, I won't buy those for 250 Swiss francs, same as for the watch for around 350. But of course the prices, they will change over the next few months. So in case if you want to buy them, wait for the days when you will have better deals. But with those things, if you're really a person who needs this, just go ahead and buy it. I think you will get what you want, and of course maybe a bit more than what you want. But for me personally, as I say, as a gift, they're absolutely amazing. But if I had to buy them, I would go for different devices. But this is all up to you and your own personal lifestyle. Alright, that was it from my side. I hope that you really enjoyed the video. Leave a thumb up if you came until this point so far. Also write a comment down for some feedback, as feedback is always good. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon in order not to miss any of my future videos. Stay tuned, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye bye!